and Uzbekistan. The 10-point must system in effect, all of the scoring judges seated around the boxing ring. Well, there is 22-year-old Dimitrios Nikolaou over in the red corner. And his opponent is 20-year-old Thomas CASAZZA of Argentina. So Dimitrios Nikolaou and his opponent to the boxing ring for the final to the middle of the ring for the final instructions.
Round one.
So we're underway then. Battle between Southpaw and Orthodox, and the man wearing red is 22-year-old Dimitrios Nikolaou, part of a 6-strong boxing team from Greece. The boxer wearing blue just got through with a good left hand against the Southpaw as he's reaching for the right cross. Is Thomas CASAZZA, 20 years of age, part of a 4-man Argentinian boxing team. He goes by the ring moniker of La Cobra. Looking for that right hand once again. He scored with it downstairs, but took an overhand right upstairs, came back with his own to make it first and third boxing from CASAZZA. Continuing to reach for that backhand against the Southpaw is CASAZZA. So a minute gone in this opening round. Boxers with completely contrasting styles, because CASAZZA with that low lead left hand looking to rely on reflexes, and with that cobra strike of a right cross, scored with it effectively, and then a shot to the body has doubled over Dimitrios Nikolaou. Piercing right cross right on the belt line, and it brought about a delayed visible reaction. We're only at the halfway stage of this opening round, and will the Cobra look to strike and get his man out of there by working the body once again? Look at how Nikolaou's keeping those elbows clamped to his body to protect that incoming fire. He's now getting back to the type of long bridging style he demonstrated. He takes a right hand downstairs once again, and another left hand. Right hand upstairs from CASAZZA. And this is a really smart display from the Argentinian boxer. And he, right cross, slung in upstairs. And if you spent any time in the boxing ring, well, the pain from a body shot can linger, prove rather debilitating, as another right hand dug down to the body, and another one right into the pit of Nikolaou's stomach. Dimitrios Nikolaou has done well to recover from that count. He didn't go down, but he showed a visible reaction, and a referee intervening to issue what was effectively a standing 8 count after a really effective right cross was driven in just above the belt line. Oh, that's a beautiful bolo backhand again from CASAZZA, who has continued to target the man's torso and test whether there's any vulnerability down to the body. There's the same shot once more. Counter right hand catches the advancing Nikolaou. Wonderful display of pot shotting from those low held hands from Thomas CASAZZA during the course of that opening 3 minutes. Some of the action from the opening round. There was the right cross, and look at the reaction that it brought about, doubling the man from Greece over. And then that eye-catching right hand while spinning off the line to set up the shot. Well within his rights to help himself to that right uppercut, because Nikolaou didn't go down. He doubled over, presented effectively a free open target, and CASAZZA took full advantage to follow up with another scoring shot. There's an example of the punch picking of CASAZZA, and he's taken the first round 10-8 for all 5 scoring judges. Number 10-9 for a close round, 10-8 for a clear winner, 10-7 for total domination as we move into the second round. So the onus is going to be on Dimitrios Nikolaou. Try and do something to turn things around here. Right hand off the back foot once again from CASAZZA. And given the reflexes that he's demonstrated in the opening round, he could well be looking to walk the advancing Nikolaou onto a shot. And make no mistake, there'll be no diminishing of desire from Nikolaou. 2024 Golden Gong tournament in North Macedonia, he was awarded the best bout for his final against Nick Weber from Slovenia. National championships under his belt and medals as well in his homeland for Nikolaou. He's going to have to bring all that experience to bear here as he takes another whiplash of a backhand straight into the body. You can see just backing off, you may have felt the effects of that shot, but maintaining a good poker face so as not to betray his discomfort. Reddening around the eyes now, being sported by Dimitrios Nikolaou. Doing an outstanding job keeping the movement going, both clockwise and counterclockwise, is CASAZZA. It's a very clever display this through the first round and a half of boxing. CASAZZA, who was posting on his socials about the festivities of the opening ceremony a couple of nights ago. Had the privilege of being here to commentate on that opening ceremony. And if you haven't had a chance to take a look, then it's worth digging out from the internet, because it really is a wonderful curtain raiser for this 23rd edition of the IBA World Championships, as La Cobra whips in another right cross to the body once again. But the origin story, the manner in which it was told, the artistry that was on display, and the execution of all of these disparate, wide range of elements was an absolute delight to witness and indeed broadcast on. You get the impression from his posts on social media that Thomas CASAZZA felt similarly. And here on the stage to compete on the opening day of the championships as Nikolaou scores with a good left cross. He's turned southpaw now, making this a switch hitting affair. Will he have any more success out of the port-sided stance? Remember, he conceded the first round 10-8 across the board. Despite having the courage to make some adaptations, I'm not quite sure he's done enough to take the second round here. Well, some of the action from round number 2, making his man miss by employing the layback and then making him pay. Here's Thomas CASAZZA. Again, showing good variety on that right hand. And the whipping manner in which he throws his shots. Sees them loaded with leverage before they land. You see, there was a success there for Nikolaou, but it came in between successes of the first and third boxing of Thomas CASAZZA.
Out.
So second round in the book, 4 scores of 10-9. Judge number 5 from Uzbekistan scoring it 10-8 in favor of the man from Argentina.
Round 3.
So as we move into the third and final round, the orthodox boxer wearing blue is in a really strong position on the scorecard. And now he looks as though he's entering bout management mode, because he's using all of the space of the boxing ring, showing fleet-footed footwork to just maintain a gap between himself and his opponent. Then steps back in to keep the referee and the scoring judges happy, so that he can't be accused of running. And look at that, he's leaving Nikolaou swinging at the night air here. Check left hand was perhaps a slapping shot with the inside of the glove, but Nikolaou is finding CASAZZA very difficult to pin down and catch. And again, just punctuating the footwork with enough punch picking so that the referee doesn't have to intervene and remind him of his responsibility to engage. Again, check left hand while spinning out of the neutral corner. It's a very clever display particularly given the context of the contest with 3 minutes remaining at the start of the round. He's piled up the points over the course of the first 2 rounds. A clean sweep of the cards, 10-8 for all 5 scoring judges in round number 1, 10-9 for 4 judges, and 10-8 for judge number 5 in round number 2. And here in the third, well, he's ensuring that he's not going to run onto anything silly by maintaining a gap between himself and the forever bustling forwards Dimitrios Nikolaou of Greece. He's registering an awful lot of miles on his fistic odometer up in the boxing ring as he scores with a poking right cross. And again, Dimitrios Nikolaou's face just increasingly reddening here, resembling the tint of his vest because of the effective shots that Nikolaou has been able to uncoil. Check left hand again, may have been something of a slap, but it just leaves Nikolaou in between the ropes momentarily. Showed wonderful composure throughout this contest, has CASAZZA. Because the man in red really tried to put him under pressure in the opening stages of this bout. But by boxing in the manner that he's demonstrating here, sticking and moving, using the space of the ring, he has made this a very difficult and, dare I say it, unsuccessful mission for Dimitrios Nikolaou of Greece. So there's the bell to conclude the contest in our opening bout of the 67-kilogram welterweight tournament. This one of 10 bouts taking place in a round of 64. 36 boxers make up the 67-kilogram welterweight bracket. Some of the action from that final round.
The winner of the bout, on point by unanimous decision, is the boxer in the blue corner, CASAZZA Tomasian, Argentina.
So Thomas CASAZZA of Argentina declared a unanimous point decision victor over Dimitrios Nikolaou of Greece, and that is how he did it. Wide margins on the scorecards of all 5 scoring judges, demonstrating the control that he was able to assert and maintain throughout the entirety of that contest. Some of the action from the 3 threes that have just concluded, and that sequence there was indicative of the pressure that Nikolaou tried to apply in the early stages of the contest, but maintaining his composure and producing that significant moment where the right cross to the body brought about a standing count. Look at the reaction. There's the delayed response, didn't go down, but the referee issuing a standing count, 10-8 for all 5 scoring judges. And that laid the foundation for what proved to be a dominant display over the course of 3 threes for Thomas CASAZZA of Argentina.
Bout number 21 in the 67 weight category. Referee Jamila Borkoeva, Kyrgyzstan. Please welcome into the red corner